How's it going, everyone? So as the temperature is falling here in the southern hemisphere, all the leaves are dropping from the trees. That is the same for the raspberries. They finished fruiting and the leaves have all fallen off. So now it's time to give them a prune. So I have the two different kind of raspberries. I forgot the actual names, but one fruits and flowers on the first year growth, and another one which fruits and flowers on the second year growth. So there are some differences in pruning, but it's quite easy to do, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so first I'll be pruning the primary canes, and these are the raspberries that fruit and flower all in the 1 year's growth. So this one is a heritage raspberry. Because of all this kikuyu that's invaded the bed, it hasn't grown very much at all, but I'm still going to give it a prune. So really for these ones you want to cut right down at the base. So there's just a few sort of nodes there. So this is already pretty good. We'll cut this one a bit lower though. And you want to cut on a slight angle just so water doesn't sit there and it doesn't rot. So do the same for this one. Just cut off any dead or diseased wood like this one. Then on the good stuff, I'm going to cut down so it has 1 or 2 shoots. And then next year these will grow and bear fruit. So the next ones I'm going to prune are the Flora canes. So these are the raspberries that grow for 1 year over winter, and then the second year, that's when they put on their flowers and fruit. So for these ones, unlike the primary canes, you don't want to always cut these just at the base like you do roses, because that way you will never get flowers, so you will never get fruit. So for these ones, they're a bit different. First, you want to locate the stems that had fruit on them from the last season, and you want to cut these off. You can cut those off right to the bottom. So generally it's pretty easy to tell which ones. These ones will be much browner, darker in color. They'll feel like they're dead. They'll feel hollow and light. And the ones that you want to leave have a sort of greenish, reddish tinge, and they'll feel alive. And they'll sometimes, still have their leaves on them, and they'll have a bit more life look to them. So first I'm going to be cutting off all the old year's growth. So this is looking much better. I've gotten rid of all the dead growth, or all the growth that had the fruit this year, and now I'm left with these first year stems. So these have grown up throughout the year. Now they will overwinter, and then next year these will put on flowers and fruit. So you can tell, because they have that reddish green sort of tinge, they look much better. This is how I tell whether they're the ones you want to keep. Also, as you can see, they've still got a bit of leaf on them, which is nice as well. So see there, really nice. So now all you have to really do is just wire them up, make sure they have a bit of support, and just overwinter them, and then next year they will produce fruit for you. So there you go, guys. That really is how easy it is to prune your own raspberries. Now, these raspberries really didn't get a lot of growth. They would generally be a lot taller, like they could be easily 1.5 meters tall, but the kikuyu grass in their bed has really robbed them of a lot of water and nutrients, so they didn't get a lot of growth this year. So hopefully next year they'll be a lot better, and they'll be a bit easier to prune. So if you just remember with your primary canes, so they're, especially heritage is probably the most popular of the primary canes, cut them right at base level with about 1 or 2 nodes, so they can just reshoot during the spring. And then with the primary canes, cut away all the dead growth, pretty much leave everything else, and don't cut them at base level because you want them to stay really as tall as you can. So there you go, guys. If you like that, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. Leave any comments, suggestions or questions below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click on my face. It's popping up around here somewhere, so you can stay updated with what I've got in my garden, and whenever a new video is up, you can come along and suss it out. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll catch you next time.